Our next posture in the Tai Chi 24 form is single whip. So this one is one that I've seen done incredibly different ways. Hopefully the way that I show you here is similar to something that you've worked on, or for my students, this is how I'll expect you to do it when we're going through the 24 form. So once again, I'm going to begin this movement as if I'd started the form facing you, just like I've started all of the movements. So if I had started the form facing you and I finished our last move, which is grass sparrow's tail on the right, I would be facing to the right of the direction I was facing when I started the form and pushing with both hands. Now to get into single whip, the transition is very similar, only instead of coming across with both hands up, it's similar between grass sparrow's tail on the left and grass sparrow's tail on the right. Only instead of coming across with both hands up, I'm going to come across with the right hand dropping and the left hand up. Then they're going to change when they get over to the left side, and as I shift to the right hand's going to come over the top and drop down. The left hand's going to scoop up underneath and gently touch the wrist. So the footwork for that is you adjust the left foot, shift back, turn, adjust the right foot, shift to the right, come in, and then step in with the left foot. So you have shift back, turn, shift in, step in with the left. With the hands, you have both hands pushing forward. The left hand stays up and the palm just turns out a little bit. It's not completely out, but it's not down, it's in between. Right hand drops down, sweeps across. See how it's the body motion that's moving my arms? I'm not moving my arms by themselves with my body stationary. It's the fact that my hips and my lower dantian is directing the upper body that's causing the arms to come across. Then the hands change. As I come across this time, instead of coming across with the hand that's up level at the chest, it comes over the top and it drops down, and it drops down when the left hand makes contact with the wrist. There. Now that hand posture in single whip, where the hand drops down and the fingers come together. There's a couple different ways it can be done. The way that we usually do it as we're going through the 24 form is by taking the middle finger, putting it on top. We take the ring and the index finger and we put them underneath. We take the pinky and the thumb and we put them underneath. And then we flatten it out so that if we were to hit something with that, they would all hit at the same time. You don't have any pushing further than the others. So as the hand comes over, it drops down and those fingers come together there. So notice here, middle finger's on top, ring and index finger are underneath that, pinky and thumb are underneath that. And if I turn it sideways, they're all lined up so they would hit at the same time, rather than having some of them standing out further than the others. You want to pull them in so that they would all hit at the same time. And that's one posture that your hand can fall into here. And it can take a little bit of practice to get them all to go to the right spot, but with a little bit of practice, you'll have it in no time. The other hand position is where you just round the fingers and you touch the thumb in between the index and the middle finger. So it's like you're making a circle out of your hand and you're just touching the thumb in between those two. So these fingers are pretty much lined up here and they're just making a circle. So if you were to choose to do that one, as you come over the top, then your hand would drop into that instead of into that. So that's not even the whole single whip move, that's just the first part of it. So let's do that again. We'll go through the transition, adjust the back foot, drop the right hand, turn toward the left. Left hand drops, right comes over the top, shift to the right, hands meet up over on the right side of the body, and your hand drops into one of those postures that we just talked about. From here, you open. So right now I'm facing forward, the same direction that I started the form. I'm going to turn with my arm rounded, palm facing me, turn and open up the hips at the same time. So this left leg turns so the knee points to the left. At the same time, my left hand comes around. I'm going to step straight out with the left foot, stepping on the heel. At the same time, I'm going to turn these fingers forward. Here. Then as I shift, I push. So wrist settles as I push. And that hand just hangs out over here. So again, from here, adjust the left foot, right hand drops, left hand stays up. Right hand comes up as the left hand drops. The right hand goes over the top, the left comes up underneath. Right hand drops down into one of those postures. Open with the left. Point forward as you step forward, and then as you shift, push. Adjust that left foot, drop the right hand, come across with the left up top. Hands change, right hand comes over the top, left comes underneath. They meet up on the right side. Open to the left. Step, fingers point forward and shift as you push. Adjust the left foot, shift to the left, dropping the right hand. Adjust the right foot. Hands change, shift to the right hand goes over the top, left comes up underneath, left foot comes in, here. Open, step out, shift forward and push. Adjust the left foot, shift to the left, drop the right hand. Change the hands, shift to the right hand goes over the top, the left goes underneath, here. Open up with the left side, turn the fingers forward as you step, and then shift and push. From here, adjust the left foot. As you shift, begin to drop the right hand, adjust the right foot, change the hands, shift to the right hand comes over the top, the left comes up underneath. Open with the left leg and the left arm. Step forward as the fingers point forward and shift as you push. So from here, adjust the back foot, drop the right hand, turn. Hands change, step in, open, step, and push. From here, adjust the left foot, drop the right hand, turn. Right hand comes up as the left hand drops. Right hand sweeps over the top as the left sweeps underneath. Open, step, shift, and push. So that's single whip. There's not a whole lot to it as far as going through the motion correctly. Be careful that you don't build a lot of tension in your shoulders as you go through it. You want to relax those down. Don't bend the arm, the right arm too much in this one as you come out. Extend it out so there's just a slight bend in it. You want to keep it between shoulder height and about, forehead height with the wrist. You don't want it to go higher than that. You don't want it to drop down while you're doing things over here. Keep it up. Another thing to be really careful of with this one is it's very easy when you get here to want to keep pushing and take that knee way out past the toe. Be really careful that you don't do that. Going too far with the knee like that is not only a very weak stance, but it's also very bad for the knee. So as you go forward, make sure that you don't go past that toe with the knee. Well, I hope you found this video very useful and very helpful for your training time at home. Thank you so much for watching. So I want to tell you all about the latest product from the Pure Trim company. At least this is the latest one as of the time of this filming. It's called Liver Master, and it's basically an herbal blend for your liver. I'll tell you what I've noticed since I've started using it. It's supposed to be used on like a 90-day kind of liver program that you can go on. And what I've noticed is that I sleep better and my energy seems to be a little bit more even through the day instead of having a lot of peaks and valleys. It tends to just kind of carry through. So I don't know if you'll have the same experience, but it might be worth trying out. So you can find out more about Liver Master, what's in it, what it's used for, if you visit the website that's at the bottom of the screen. I hope you try it out, and I hope you learn to love it as much as I do. Check it out, Liver Master.